Welcome back to another episode of Rockstar Reacts. It's your host, Rockstar 2800, the most hated, the most opinionated, the most underrated. You know the truth. Like, comment, subscribe right now to this channel. If you haven't already, become a member. Turn on your notifications, tap that bell, smash that like button, follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets, no cap. All right, man, let's get into this right here. This is Wack100. Weighing in on the whole J Hood Spoetyface situation, and he's insinuating that J Hood told him that he beat Spoetyface up. So let's get into the content at hand, man. This happened on the Adam and Wack show. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm a little late, man, but I just want y'all to pay attention, man, because the lies is always right there in front of you, and he's gonna just tell you everything you need to know. So with that being said, man, like, comment, subscribe, get this video thumbs up right now. You understand? Become a member if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? You're watching Smut Free TV. This is Rockstar Reacts. Let's go.
I know that you're really excited about what happened on the Tuesday show.
What
Let's get into that.
What happened?
You want me to tell you? You already know.
Oh, you talking about the little... You know what? It kind of... To me, you got to remember, I told you last Thursday.
You said what?
I said it on the show. I said, bro, all that crazy Wack slander, that shit gonna come to a halt with J Hood in it. Nephew love me to death. And he ain't tripping. He's just gonna say, hey, bro, you can feel the way you feel. You just can't do all that in front of me. And me and you both know, Adam, because even though you don't say nothing to me, because I know how you are, I know when it becomes a bit much, I know you be like, hey, bro, it's too much.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want him calling in to defend himself. Keep doing that shit, I'm gonna let him call in. Right? So it's kind of like you go out your way. So, you know, if something comes up in the topics and headlines, it's cool. But I kind of knew that everybody was cowards up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Here he go with the name calling. Here he go with the name calling. You know what I'm saying? Now they cowards. Everybody cowards, right? You know what I'm saying? But we finna get into it, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it rocking.
Only one that really had a little heart, right, probably would have been nephew.
Yeah, a lot of heart.
I know that, you know, much he ain't that. He wasn't that when he had his vision. Spoetyface been DP'd twice in the last 4 months. He won't even fight back doing the DPs.
You did say that. I don't know.
Bro, this is real shit. I talked to his homies, right? And that day he didn't fight back.
Okay. So for the people who don't know what we're talking about, basically, we're doing the Tuesday show. J Hood comes in slightly late. Munchie B and Spoetyface are already sitting there. And this was not intentional. Everybody thinks that everything I do is intentional. It was not intentional, but pretty quickly we got to the conversation being like, hey, Spoetyface says all this crazy shit about Wack, and J Hood, you're a big Wack defender. And pretty quickly that turns into like them kind of acknowledging that, like, hey, we could fight, like J Hood. J Hood fresh out of jail, fresh out of prison.
He just said, well, it started with the little dude. I told you it was crazy, and I don't know where Munchie B comes up with the scenario that Wack was an influence on the little guy's father with music. Nah, really, if you talk to his father, I pulled up one day, a bunch of them was out there. I looked at him. He seemed to be different from the rest of the youngsters. And I told him, you need to go in the house, stop hanging around these dudes.
You said that's a J Hood?
No, to, what's the little kid? There was a little kid.
Flock the Ball.
Flock the Ball's father.
And he was there as well, right?
Right? So he made a mention that my father's a Wack supporter, whatever.
That's how it started, right.
Munchie B, he wanted to throw it on some music shit. No, it was really on Wack-tronic. And what's crazy is Flock the Ball had an issue with his dad because his dad was gone 7-8 years. Okay. Why? Because his ass didn't listen to me. He kept hanging out and went to prison for 7-8 years. So when he's, you know, he said, oh no, that's Unc, I love Unc, right? I'm a, you know, Wack supporter. That's when Spoetyface says what he says. You says you put a lot of fake news on Wack, which you right. Well, I'm waiting for y'all to address. He said out his mouth,
right,
I'm the reason why nephew is in jail. I called the police on him. He's blowing up his neighborhood. You can't be that emotional. He's doing a lot of crazy shit.
It's kind of similar to the DC thing where it's like Spoetyface had all these allegations about DC Baby Draco. They get kind of debunked, and then he still want to ride with it. He don't want to give up on it. And it's the same thing with you where Spoetyface, like, with Spoetyface, I like him, but he gets married to his conspiracy theories and his arguments, even when they get disproven. Like,
crazy.
You apparently like being the reason why Aunt Hefe's bong got increased, or you just being gay or whatever. It's like, listen, if he wants to call you gay, cool. Where's the evidence? Like, you gotta bring the evidence to the table, and then we can have a real conversation about that.
Aunt Hefe.
Yeah, what's the evidence of the Aunt Hefe?
And let me tell you what was crazy.
Yeah, so basically, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he ain't Adam not feeling Spotty. He siding with Wack against Spotty as far as Spotty way of responding to Wack. You know, Wack is definitely anti-Spotty. And it seems like Adam is hopping on the train. At this point, you know what I'm saying? He's for sure, you know, rubbing it in Spoetyface right here with Wack, letting Wack. But that's part of the Wack-matized. When people get Wack-matized, you know, that's why you just stay out of it. Let Wack beef with who he beef with. Like, just stay out of it.
Crazy about that. I was waiting for y'all to say something. That whole panel. It's like everybody got marked out. And Hefe's on the phone, on Munchie B's phone saying,
let's talk about that one next.
Okay.
Let's take that was wild too.
That was wild.
That definitely
you're mad at me for reading.
But okay, so you're the topic of conversation. All of a sudden, I say that Spoetyface needs to, you know, acknowledge that you are not, like, that there's no evidence suggesting that you're gay or whatever. Yeah. And then he doesn't want to say it. And then J Hood kind of like acknowledges that he has an issue with this. J Hood says we can squabble.
No, he says you want to call one person gay and not as the gay people in your community.
Yes.
And we knew where he was going.
But what is that about? Because who's gay from Foties?
Listen,
I have no idea.
Let me tell you, they bargained up the wrong tree with that. If you gonna say people gay, say their name. If not, then you know you gotta stand on something. Feel me? Don't just talk and talk about we know where they going in, Wack. Why you and J Hood scared to say who gay from over there? If somebody gay from 40, say it. Then stop saying it if it's not true, or if you ain't got no proof, or you can't, because that's just weird. Like them squabble words. And if I don't care, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gotta know, like this shit, man. It's really just terrible, y'all. It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, let's continue on with the content.
You interviewed somebody.
S-Bone. You're saying S-Bone?
No.
Oh, okay.
But S-Bone had made mention of a certain individual.
But he didn't say a name, did he?
Hell yeah, he did.
During the interview.
I don't know if he said during your interview, but he said S-Bone made mention of a name. This is a dude I respect. Listen, I respect the dude, and a lot of them got a lot of love for the dude. But S-Bone had made a lot of.
Did they just say somebody's name? And Adam said, oh, yeah, I don't know that person. You see what I'm talking about? Say it on camera. This is nasty work, yo.
The shit known.
Okay.
Because he from over there, right? So, and then, you know, people doing time, people know what they know. But what it did was Spoetyface. Now his homies is looking at him like, because you up there popping false allegations on the man, you have now left a door open for these things to be said about one of our generals. And since you left that door open, you got to handle it. Because he went there on him. It was no the way J Hood went at him, he knew exactly what he was talking about.
Okay.
If you go back to your content, I'm guarantee it's in there.
Okay, I was in the dark about what they were talking about with the idea that there would be somebody gay from Spoety's hood or whatever. So I didn't know what that was about. But then so then J Hood says, well, we could squabble. And Spoetyface says, as a PC move, boom, that just set it off even worse.
That set it off even worse.
Yeah.
Because now he think you shooting a subliminal at him.
Yeah.
So he said, we can go right now. So they go out. Nephew respect the building. Spoetyface said he got to put something in his car. Nephew ain't tripping.
And so Lush and one of the Edgar boys tried to follow them to go watch what was going to happen. They said, get the f*** out of here.
Now, what was funny is because you such an asshole that your asshole radar is always on. Without you saying a certain thing, it doesn't look as bad as it is.
Okay.
When you said, where's your glasses?
So who told you what happened when they were outside?
Fuck you mean who told me? What do you mean who told me?
All right.
There it go. What you mean who told him? What do you mean who told him? Had to be J Hood, right? You know, they didn't say it, but I mean, it's obvious, right? This is nasty work, man. Nasty, nasty work.
Okay.
When you said, where's your glasses?
So who told you what happened when they were outside?
Fuck you mean who told me? What do you mean who told me?
All right.
The first call I get,
breakdown?
I keep telling y'all that's my family.
Okay.
The first call I get is from J Hood's sisters.
Okay.
This is why y'all still lie.
How do they know?
He called his sisters.
And he told his sisters before he even came back in?
He told his sisters what happened.
What the f?
So the sisters called me.
Okay.
They said, this what happened. Boom, 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 bam.
Uh-huh.
So I wait, I don't say nothing. I'll wait till he calls me. He waits till the next morning. Now it's his sister, his stepmom, who's from my neighborhood. See, I keep telling y'all this shit is real tight-knit.
Apparently, yeah.
His stepmom is from Pacoima.
Also, note how much he's loving this. I've never seen him this happy on the podcast before.
No, because, so I said, well, what happened? He said, we got out there, he went to the car, I wasn't tripping. We turned the corner, I get off on it. His glasses fall or break. I see y'all squabble. He said he never swung back one time. He took 2 steps back and did some other shit that I'm not going to talk about, but then he still didn't do some other shit.
So I'm confused, man. He's trying to make it seem that J Hood told him he fired on him. He took off on him and he upped it. Spotty might have upped it because what is the others? You feel me? Might have upped it, but he said he still didn't do it. So, I don't know, man. This is nasty work. But they have both came out and said that they haven't touched each other. Nothing happened. So why is Wack creating this narrative?
After taking the 2 steps back and starts to cop a plea, you tripping on me behind Wack? Wack said this about my mother. Wack, and listen, he's right. And I hate when people do that, right? Wack took 2-3 months of verbal disrespect. And when I get to a point that I feel like we can't make it right, you get what I'm saying? When I get to that point, I'm going to automatically say some shit that we can never come back from. I've never done it to Moose. I've never, right? I never
said your mom or something.
Listen. I'm going to say some shit to where since you want to play this game, then we're going to play this game.
Okay.
Right? So now he starts to tell J Hood, and I know J Hood ain't lying because I never told J Hood these things. Right? J Hood simply telling him, look, bro, and he told him, if it was a 40 I didn't get along with, and I know you from 40s, I'm going to respect you and not be bashing him and shit like that in front of you. But again, I already knew Munchie's money. He's blind, dude. He pops it when he's there. He get a little liquor and he go crazy. Spoetyface, I didn't know prior to that where his heart was at. I knew for extras. But once I seen him getting DP'd and he wasn't fighting back.
Well, you didn't see it. You just heard about it, right?
Well, the people that called me, I might as well saw it because they standing there watching it, right? So all that I kind of knew You know, and then when he did with DC Baby Draco was weird, bro.
You see how Adam said, well, you didn't see it because he tried to say he saw Spoetyface DP. He said you didn't see, you just heard about it. And he said, well, I might as well saw it because the people called me directly that was right there. Like, shut up. Stop lying. Like, man, this guy's a loser.
It's like when he came up here, like they had a problem after the pod. They kicked it over in the corner, 5-10 minutes talking by themselves.
Right.
If you really want to whoop his ass, you could have did it then. We couldn't have stopped it.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? So to see him do all that, it was kind of weird. Seeing how he did Bro Rogan, he turned the sword on Bro Rogan, right? Which he texted me this morning. I guess he said something weird, and you shot back at him.
Yeah,
right?
bro Rogan, I'm convinced is doing heroin or something because he's in my DMs. It makes no sense. I have no idea what he's trying to say. He's not spelling things. There's no spaces. He's like, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to take a short sleep and figure life out because
you got to remember, bro was kind of up here. I don't know who's the court on the news.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was Josh Flacco. I don't know. So he gave Sporty his first seat in podcast land.
Okay.
So he was kind of like on some, how did I get bumped? Because I'm really part of the conversation. So he doesn't know, you know what I'm saying?
Bro Rogan's mad because Spoetyface sort of ascended to the Tuesday show and then he got left.
We never ascended because Sporty wasn't never really part of nothing over here. Bro kind of did, you know how you put them in the news and then they work their way up and he might have sat in with Fly. I don't know what he did. I really wasn't paying attention. But that first time you brought Sporty up here with the panel, that panel day, Sporty never told him or never invited him. I think you did.
And then meanwhile, their podcast together fell apart.
You did, yeah, it fell apart, right? Because you got to remember, I went and did that thing for Bro Rogan.
Yeah, man, I'm tired of listening to this guy. You got to think, I went and did over there for Bro Rogan. Shut up. Nigga, you want to be cool with the Crips until you're not cool no more. Until you're not cool no more, man. You know what I'm saying? So, do y'all think J Hood told Wack or Wack is twisting it up? Is Wack lying or J Hood lying? Who's lying here, man? Somebody got to tell the truth, man. One day, right? Yeah, man. And I just think Wack has a passion of hate for Spoetyface. For some reason, he does not like Spoetyface. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, with that being said, man, y'all let me know what y'all think should happen. What should happen? What should come from this? And you know what I'm saying? And who's lying? Who's telling the truth in all this scenario? You know, Spoety, Wack, J Hood, who? Let us know right now in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, become a member. Turn on your notifications. Tap that bell. Smash that like button. Follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets. No cap. Stay tuned for more Rockstar Reacts right here on Smut Free TV. Gone.